Hey gang, thanks for tuning in to the next segment. I'm Steve Kelly, the Kelly Percussive Arts Producers Points. Thanks for tuning in today. Today's topic, something that I get questions about quite frequently in the studio. Using session players versus doing the tracking yourself. And that's a very tough question to answer with a straight answer. So let me break it down in a couple different pros and cons both ways. One side of it, you're looking at from a budget side. Sure, if you play a lot of instruments, naturally you could do a lot of the tracking yourself. You know, myself, I play guitar, drums, and a myriad of other instruments, brass and woodwind and so forth. So it's a lot of times, you know, when it's a budget crunch situation, I may do some tracking myself and play lots of different parts. It saves money. But then there's the other side of it, the creative side, and that's the really, you know, the magical part of it. By having someone who's a specialist, you know, you might be able to play, you know, guitar and play bass and play keys and so forth. But there's something magical about when you hire a true session player who's really the best at what they do. You hire a guitar player who's just got a great feel and great emotion. A piano player is fantastic. I mean, I can sequence piano parts, but I'm never going to make it feel like someone who's a true master and has dedicated themselves and put their time into playing piano or playing trumpet and so forth. There's a certain magic that happens when you get a bunch of players together, especially when you have them in the studio together. And that's a whole other topic we could talk about as far as overdubbing versus playing together as a live band. So I'm a big advocate for any time that you can, you know, work your budget and do what you have to do to get a guitar player to play parts. And you myself, I still play guitar. Drums are my primary, but at every chance I can that I can get a better guitar player and need to play the part that I can, I do it. You know, and sometimes the money that you invest into it is just going to be that much more return. You know, again, it goes back to the style of music you're doing. If you're doing it solely for yourself and your own production, well, maybe it warrants just you doing it yourself, and there's nothing wrong with that. But when you're getting into the point of production, now you're doing this for a business, you know, people aren't going to look at, you know, or listen to your record and say, you know, oh, they're just going to listen to it either they like it or they don't. You know, if they like it, they're going to buy it. If they don't, they're not going to look at it and go, well, he did it himself, so really it's a great job. They're going to listen to the quality. So you want to give them the absolute best quality. So before you dismiss the idea, and as you can see, I'm heavy-handed on hiring a musician. Again, make your own decision. But before you completely dismiss it and say, I want to do it all myself, take yourself out of it and go, what's really going to be the best for my listener? You know, would it rather be an okay guitar part or a phenomenal guitar part that really sells the song? You know, so food for thought. This is a shorter, quicker one. Just want to give that to you. I'm a big advocate, as I said, for session musicians, but you got to take each situation as a case-by-case basis. But do your best to take yourself out of the scenario and look what's best for that production, what's best for that song. All right, guys, any more questions, you can always hit me up. Steve Kelly at Kelly Percussive Arts. Check me out at kellypercussivearts.com. Thanks for tuning in to Producers Points. Catch you soon.